Namaste everyone, I'm Glenn Watson. Today we have Hanumanasana and we'll start with some drills. And for these drills you're going to need blocks, 2 of them, and a belt. And if you don't have a belt, use a scarf instead. That should be okay as well. Alright, so come into a supine position. Lift your right leg first of all, weave your belt around it and try to bring it as close to you as possible, close to your upper body as possible with every time you exhale. And once you have found a place that's both comfortable yet stretchy, that's where you're going to wait for about 8 to 10 breaths. Now drop your right foot to the left side, open your right shoulder, place your right shoulder onto the mat, make sure both your shoulders are on the mat, look to your right. Stay in this position. This is a very good spinal twist and it activates your spine to get ready for your Hanuman Ah-sa-na. Release, and we'll repeat the same with the other side as well. Every time you exhale, you bring your foot as close to your upper body as possible, making sure that you're not lifting your other foot off the mat. Once you've found a place that's both stretchy yet comfortable, that's where you stay. Hold the pose for 8 to 10 breaths. And then drop it to the other side. So this time we were using our left leg and I'm dropping it to the right side. Open your chest wide, take your left shoulder to the mat and look to your left. Once you have held the position for 8 to 10 breaths, once again with your left leg, if you're a beginner, you may keep your knee slightly micro bent. You may want to extend it and straighten it over time. Bring your left leg as close to your upper body as possible. Straighten it. Now we'll drop our left leg onto your left as you exhale. So hold it for like a couple of breaths. And once you're ready, just drop it to the left side. So basically, what we're trying to attempt is a Asana, but it's a very passive Asana. You may hold the belt with other arm as well, just to provide extra support. Make sure your right hip is not lifting off the mat, bringing it close to the mat. Hold the pose for 5 to 10 breaths, as in how much ever you feel comfortable. Generally 10 breaths is good enough time for these stretches. And once you're done, bring yourself back and change your leg. So here I'm going to be changing the orientation for demonstration purposes. However, you don't have to necessarily do that. Again, if you want, you may keep it a little bent. Over time, Straighten it like this with the help of your arm. And then when you're ready, drop your right leg to your right. Push your hip down onto the mat. Relax in this position. Find a comfortable yet stretchy position to relax in. You may close your eyes, you may listen to music, or you may bring your attention to your breath and then release. Now we'll have a look at another drill that could prove to be very helpful, and that's by the wall. So straighten your arms, come into the position demonstrated. It's Ashwa sanchalana. So straighten your arms in front of you, and every time you're exhaling, you're pushing your hips downwards towards the mat, deepening the stretch. If your knee is moving away from you, bring it back to the center. Repeat with the other side as well. Hold the pose for 5 to 10 breaths, whatever is comfortable for you. Bring it back. Hold it with your palm and exhale, bring it down. So now we're going to do some little movements that'll enhance this stretch, and it'll make it deeper as well. So inhale, go up, exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale. Exhale, go down a little bit more. Exhale. Exhale. Keeping your hips magnetized towards each other, keeping your hips square. And now repeat the same with the other side as well. Bring your knee inwards. Inhale, and as you exhale, go down. Again, do that about 5 to 10 times. And if it's too much, you can just stop at 5. That should be okay as well. Over time, you can extend it. Now place your blocks on both sides of your mat. Place a cushion underneath, and we're going to do Ashwa Hanumanasana, but with the help of your blocks. Make sure your knee is exactly in front of your body and not going to one direction. Repeat the same with the other side as well. Every time you exhale, you bring your hips as close to the cushion or bolster as possible. Now we'll try to do our first Hanumanasana, but on the top of your bolster. Yeah, repeat this with both sides, and as you can see, I've reduced the height of the block, keeping your hips magnetized, keeping your hip bones parallel to each other. Repeat this with the other side as well, keeping your front foot active. Now you'd need a towel or something slippery. Place it in front of your mat. Your front foot is always going to go on top of it so that it makes it easier to slide. Remove the bolster, and as you exhale, you deepen the stretch every single time, trying to keep your back leg straight. Now let's attempt a full Hanuman. All right, and extend your arms above you. Stay in the pose for 5 to 10 breaths, and then lie down onto a mat, keeping your toes as close to your groin as possible. You may close your eyes. You may use a belt to keep your toes closer to you. You may use your palms and push your thighs as close to the mat as possible. And just enjoy and relax in this pose. Bring your left knee as close to your chest as possible. And now your right knee. Hug both your knees. Bring them closer. And relax in Shavasana. I hope you enjoyed today's drill. And if you like such videos, please do not forget to share your feedback with me. I look forward to hearing from you. Drop me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Take care. Namaste.